It's a beautiful day for free to play. Today we're going to take on an R4 General Grievous team and an R7 General Grievous team. Let's get to work. Let's get into battle here. This is against an R4 General Grievous with R2D2. We are going to put in Treya instead of Sith Trooper, and the idea is to isolate General Grievous, and also Treya will remove debuffs from the team, which makes T3M4's combat logic upgrade Zeta a little less effective. So the AI is dumb here, and it leaves General Grievous unstealth, which makes it maybe a little bit easier, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal either way. You can sub in Darth Sion for HK to remove that stealth. Now, I didn't play this one great, and I tested it a few times before, and it's not been a problem, so I was really just pushing some buttons here and following the general strategy. So, one other thing, if you don't have Malak, you might want to try some other taunting tank. Like I mentioned, Darth Sion might be a good one here, or you can try General Kenobi. I do have Relic level 2 on my Malak and Darth Revan. The rest of them, there are no relic pieces, and I don't even have full gear 12 on Treya. So really what happens is you get General Grievous isolated, you take out the rest of the team, and boom, it's an easy win. Okay, the mods on this General Grievous team are pretty good, but there's no crit damage triangle on General Grievous. Unfortunately, this was recorded during my arena climb, and I didn't have time to ask for a change out to a crit damage triangle. So what I'm going to try to do is do that today and do some testing, and I'll leave some comments below as to how effective that was. Another thing about this Treya team is I had asked around a little bit if anybody else was having success, and one of my guild members actually used this composition to beat an R7 Anakin with an R5 Padme team. So there's a lot of promise here as far as free-to-play help with your arena climb. I know relics are scary, but I'm not sure I'm ready to just tank the game yet and say this isn't something insurmountable for free-to-play players. Will it hurt? Yeah, probably. But I don't think everybody's just going to start running around with R7 characters everywhere. It takes a lot of either money or a lot of gear and pieces to get there. So don't be too afraid just yet. This is really new, and we're coming out with other stuff. So let's get into the next battle. The composition is the same as the last one. There's been no mod changes. The strategy is going to be the same. The droids are going to go first. Your strategy is just isolate General Grievous. We're going to get that taunt off of BB-8 here and get some debuffs on their team. Get the fear going. And in a minute here, we're going to use HK's basic right here on General Grievous because we don't want to take a chance to AoE and get a droid killed before Grievous is isolated. So now that we've got Grievous isolated, we just go to work on the rest of the team, take them out. It's no big deal. We get it down to Grievous. We're going to go with the shock and awe strategy here. Revan gets the shock out. Bastila's going to follow up and finish everybody with... Oh, Malak will go first. Kill a droid. Take out T3. And now Grievous, we want to get a shock on him and prevent that health steal. Malak will get that right here. And now ability blocks. So Grievous is in trouble, and it's just taking his health down and getting him out of the picture. It takes a minute. Grievous is really, really tanky, especially at R7. But as you can see, he really doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have any more droids to get bonus turns. My team's pretty fast, and death happens. Okay, so the mods for this team. Again, they're pretty good mods, and there's nothing overly special. I still think that if you don't have Malak you can sub in something like Sith Trooper or other taunting tanks like Darth Sion, General Kenobi, Shore, and Baze. Maybe take out HK and just put in another taunting tank. Maybe just put in Darth Sion there if you do have Malak. Consider things like dispellers like Asajj so you can get around R2-D2. You know, Asajj, Darth Sion, they're going to be good. Baze maybe even. And while you're doing this and considering how this team can be used against other compositions, don't forget your plug-and-play characters like Thrawn, Nest, Hoda, Wampa. I mean, Thrawn, you know, he'll get to go and he can fracture somebody right off the bat, which regardless of how much health and protection or damage somebody's got, he can shut an entire team down just by stopping that one key character. Other things to consider, you know, damage dealers like Han and Chewie, they're going to be really good. Okay, looking at Grievous's mods, again, there's no crit damage triangle on Grievous here. I'm going to try to get that fixed today and see if I can test that out. Okay, so these are my mods that I used on this team. And I know I've got a pretty good bit of speed. I don't think you need this amount of speed on your characters. You know, speed helps, of course, but it's really just getting that isolate on General Grievous. I do have the R2 relics, or the R2 on Malak, R1 on Darth Revan. See, I don't even know what I've got. But, you know, R1, R2, those levels aren't that big of a deal. I don't think you're going to need as much as people are thinking. And you might even be able to play around with some offense or health modding. Just try this team out and play around with a little bit. Look at my Traya mods there. Nothing really crazy or special. I mean, she's modded for tenacity and only 217 speed. And this is really working. So don't think you've got to have these crazy mods. Just mod well and mod effectively, and I think you're going to get through this. So that's all I have for you today. Please join my Discord server. That link is going to be down below in the description. Let's talk this out. Let's get a conversation going about what we need to do to counter these R7s and below. Please like and subscribe and share this video. I'd like to keep bringing you more content, and I appreciate your support so much. Also, remember to comment down below. Let me know and let us know if this team is working for you, if you found something else that's working, if you've got some modding ideas, let us know. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.